Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Hinano. Welcome to the TRU Media Show, and thank you for joining me today, guys, in an impromptu live stream because I just decided to go live today. I just came home from work, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about the updates that came from TAD, from Candy Digital. We're going to be talking about some TCG stuff that's kind of hit the timeline. There's also a Pokemon drop, and I think in about 12 minutes on Walmart. We'll go check that out as well. Maybe we'll be able to score some Ascended Heroes on stream. And guys, we're going to be taking a look at Trader Deck, Deck Trader, sorry. I believe it's, what is it called again? It's called Deck Trader, which is a TCG app where you can scan your cards, get your values on that as well, and kind of like take a look at your collection. We're going to take a look at that as well. But before we even get started any further, I know my buddy Shane is live right now on the McFarlane Discord. So let's take a look at them really quick here. Let's give a shout out. Also, big shout out to Booth. I see you in the chats. What's up, Booth? Good to see you. I literally just decided to go live. I came home from work. It's one of them impromptu things. It's what I used to do in the past. So here I am, and thank you for watching, and as well as whoever is watching right now. But yeah, right now, guys, McFarlane does have their game night. And what's really cool about what they're doing here is if you show up and you just stay there, you will have an opportunity to win, a POAP. And it's an NFT that's designed only for whoever the participants that actually show up at this Discord game night. So we're going to go take a look at them really quick to see what's going on. You know, I should have had my Discord up. Why don't I have it up? We've got every other screen up, guys, but the Discord. Maybe we can get the Discord here. We can't. We can. Ha-ha! There it is. Anyways, let's go. What's up, Slider? Good to see you, brother. Let's go. We're going to go check out McFarlane. Let's go to open up the app, and we're going to go check them out. Come on. Let's go. Continue in browser. There we are. Oh, crap. Hold on, guys. The app decided to turn on.
There goes that. Whoa, tap, 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 tap. Someone got it. I got to scroll back up.
Hold on. You guys might have heard him right there. Anyways, right now we're at the McFarlane Discord right here, guys. I can hear them in my ear, but you guys can't. That's everybody that's in attendance right now. So if you guys want a chance to win a free digital collectible from McFarlane, just go and hang out there. That's all you got to do. You don't even need to answer questions. Now, if you actually want to win something from these guys, well, play the trivia game. You guys will not be disappointed. Shout out to Comic Guy and Shane here. Yeah, free, brother. Yes, sir. All you got to do is show up. And if you actually play the game as well, you can win physical prizes. You can win promo codes. It's pretty good, though. So go in there. Go tell them that TRU Media sent you. Let's go. But we're not going to stay here, guys, because we're going to be talking about Candy Digital's updates. But, yeah, go and check out our friends here at McFarlane Toys. And shout out to Video Shane and Comic Guy. I haven't seen Video Shane in a while, so let's go. Looks like it's popping in McFarlane. Yes, but also, guys, I believe also, let me get out of here, guys, because I can hear Shane in my ear. Also, I believe O'Malley is also on in the Vivi Discord as well, right? I'm pretty sure. I was just there. Okay, yeah, right there. He is. This Week in Vivi is also in Vivi, and I believe he's still on as well, guys. So if you guys want, go check him out there as well. Let me copy the link. This is the link for the Vivi Discord as well. Go check them out. All right, cool. So those are the two things that are happening right now. But, guys, we're going to be talking about Candy Digital right now. So here's the one thing that happened yesterday. Candy did put out a post yesterday. Let me put that down. Discord be popping. That's right, guys. Discord be popping. Anyways, back to the stream. Candy put out a post yesterday saying, late night reminder for Candy fans. Future you is going to be very happy you logged into your Candy account by May 20th. That means future you, right? Active fans who log in before the deadline will have their migration fees covered. So not only will you be thanking yourself in the future, you don't have to pay anything for this migration. That is a win-win in my opinion. So it says, don't miss out. Log in to candy.io. This is what you're going to see when you log into candy.io. Now, I've already logged in. But in fact, there is a video. Let me go to Candy right here because we did actually put out a video. There is this video right here that does show D going through the steps as well. In fact, you know what? I will put this post also in the chat for you guys, just in case. Hold on, I see people talking. Booth, what's the best buy on Candy? I'm new to it. Well, my friend, I think you need a bat cowl. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when the candy market opens up. I do know this. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of people talking about it. You're going to have not just the normal community, in my opinion. This is just me giving you my opinion on what I think might happen. It ain't just going to be Web3 people that know about the project that's going to be revitalized and stoked to be back in the project. But I truly believe that the new CEO is going to bring in a new audience that also knows Web3 but are from Web2. What's interesting about what's been going on lately in this space, if you guys cover TCG a lot, there has been a blend of Web2 with Web3 when it comes to that space. Now, obviously, if you guys have been a part of FANABLE or I believe Box.gg, Fidgetals, they're all kind of the same business model, right? They are now getting into Web3 via TCG, and that's bringing in a whole new bunch of people, Web2 collectors. You know, you got like the geeks like me, from the 15-year-olds to the 65-year-old grandma that collects Pokemon. They're coming into Web3 because of this access path for them. I believe the same thing's going to happen here with Candy. Now, who are the people that are going to come in? Well, go and look and see where Tad came from, right? Sotheby's. He's rolling around with Real Vision, right? You know who I'm talking about, Booth. So it's very interesting on what's going to be happening here, guys. But this is all speculation. I have no clue. But if you were to go buy something, I'd say go find yourself a bat cowl. Yeah, man. Let's think of it this way. Go look at Jim Lee's profile and tell me what you see there. Anyway, if it's still there, I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, bat cowls are still popping, man. And well, we're going to get into the updates because Tad gave us a few updates, which will probably help you with your buying decisions if or when this market reopens. Another thing that you should be going for is the comic books. There are some really good comic books. They drop some really cool variants, some one-of-ones, or I think they have one-of-ones there as well. Yeah, I believe they do have one-of-ones. They've got like really low mint counts on certain airdrop items that you could only get if you completed sets. I know a lot of people have completed sets. So yeah, there is some really good stuff. And then there's the baseball stuff that I don't know nothing about. That's like a completely different realm that I need to also learn. You know, if I'm learning things like TCG, I need to learn other things like the sports side. So I'll get into that as well. Or maybe, you know, one of the audience can help me as well. But yeah, I think that's what's going on, but it's all speculation. We'll have to see what's going on. Shout out to Smurf Dabs. What's going on, Smurf Dabs? Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Speculation Nation completely. Now, if by some chance, Booth, and I doubt it, but if by some chance you can get a copy of this Modern Grail, in my opinion, absolute Batman #1, if you can find a copy, I said if, on that Candy Marketplace for a good price, you might want to pick that up. Go look and see how much those raws are going for in the market. Anyway, what you doing what do you think about Elmon? I like Elmon X. I was late to the game on Elmon X in terms of buying the NFTs early. Like the Mona Lisa is what I really wanted, but I didn't get the Mona Lisa. So yeah, unfortunately, I got Vitruvian Man as well as the Wagner card. So but yeah, I think Elmon X is good. I really like what Candy is doing as well. Will the Falcon 2X? I'm not sure. To be very quite honest, Tucson, I don't pay attention too much to the VV marketplace. I've been paying attention mostly on TCG. The biggest bro is where you really want to tap that knowledge base from. Now, I kind of been looking at the market. It has been going up a little bit. I think I saw it for like $75 yesterday, and then now it shot back up. So I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. But guys, let's get to the Candy updates right here. So this is what it's going to look like when you log into your Candy account right here, okay? And basically that's it. you are an active fan, just like me. I'm an active fan. I've got 237 items right here in all its glory right here. This is one of my favorite pieces from the recent drops that I picked up last year. This is when Shea Byron was still with the project, and we were going for the Superman Unlimited drops where you had like Superman and Crypto, you had Metamorpho, you had Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, and Lex Luthor. You collected all of those along with there was a version of this gold one with Cornsworth on there in color. You collected all this, you would get this as well. So yeah, super stoked. This is one of the last cool ones that I picked up, but I'm just a big fan of DC. These are achievement badges that I got if you completed sets. Yeah, really cool stuff on here. I haven't really looked at my entire collection in a very, very long time. This was a recent bat cow that I won when Candy was doing sweepstakes last year. I won this, and I'm assuming this cowl has an interesting trait because of like the rust over here. But yeah, Booth, yeah, I know nothing about baseball cards, but I want to buy the Wagner. Bill Gardner got Bill. Bill is really good at making you want to look at things. Oh, guys, 3 minutes until the Pokemon drop. I know I'm all over the place here. We're gonna get back to Candy, but I want you guys to understand something right now that Walmart is selling. Where is it? Pokemon cards, super cheap, right here. So. And not financial advice. If you're not into Pokemon, forget what I'm saying here. But like literally in 3 minutes, Pokemon is going to be dropping their Ascended Heroes. And right now, you can only get them for like 80 something. Oh my gosh, they're live right now. Holy crap. Hold on. Really quick. There it is, guys. Wow. And it is out of stock. Damn. Look at that. Guys, it hasn't even hit the time that this was supposed to drop, and they're already out. And you know what's so interesting? When I was watching this, right? The price was fluctuating. They had it at $75, and then I watched Walmart an hour ago was at $82, and then Walmart put it at $59 or $89, and now they're completely sold out. Guys, they're not even out of stock. It's not even time yet. Y'all are crazy. You all are crazy. All right, back to Candy because that's it. All right. Anyways, guys, back to Candy. Please log into your account. You guys will not regret this. And if you log into your account right now, you're going to be an active fan and you're going to be able to get those fees waived for you. So super cool. Let's take a look and see the updates that's going on. This is the current update from the CEO, Tad. Let's see what he has to say. While we won't have many announcements, and by the way, this came out on May the 3rd. So a couple days ago, 2 updates from Tad. We'll go with this one first. While we won't have many announcements this week, while we won't have many announcements this week from Candy Digital, it will nonetheless be a very busy week. Here are the highlights. 1, we are working to get inactive fans re-engaged before the migration and would welcome help from our active fans. Guys, I'm an active fan. If you're watching this, log into Candy. I already showed you guys what you need to do. And if you guys have any issues, I don't think you will, but if you do, there is a video out here that shows you how to do it. All right. Number 2, I anticipate Solana migration will begin Monday, May 11th and last for a few days. He's crossing his fingers on this. That is next week, Monday. Guys, log into the account, please. Let's see right here. Number 3, the cutoff date for active fans remains May 20th. And I imagine we will announce what our plans are for the assets owned by inactive fans and or dormant accounts and how we will handle them before then. Once again, guys, they do have a plan for people that do not log in their account. And I'm going to assume there will be people that will not log into their account. They're just basically not on CT. They're not paying attention, or maybe they're not checking emails. Guys, I don't even check my emails, although I do have thousands of them because I've got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 email clients connected together. Don't do that. That's a bad thing to do, by the way. Slider might have been misreleased. I still watch it at 9 p.m. They might have more. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold up. We're all over the place here. It's 9 p.m. Oh, no. Okay. Hold on, guys. We're signing in because Slider is also looking as well. All right. I'm getting a verification. Hold on, guys. We're doing this in real time. We might be buying some Pokemon cards in real time. We're not going to forget about you, Candy. We're going to go right back to you. But you know what? 5882. All right. We're in. And I'm assuming you can't see this. That would be terrible if you guys can see what I'm doing, man. Hold my spot. All right. Hold my spot and keep shopping. All right. This deal is almost gone. Almost gone. Hang tight. We will notify you when the restock, when there's a restock, when it's your turn. Okay. We're going to see when it's my turn, guys. So, damn, how am I going to do this? All right. We're just going to have to go and take a look after because I can't just be looking at. Anyways, let's keep it moving. All right. Number 4, I anticipate that we will relaunch the Candy.io website on June 1st with exciting new functionality, including the ability for fans to use their new wallets, have self-custody, and trade their assets on third-party secondary marketplaces. Number 5, I anticipate that we will launch some new digital assets for fans to acquire in mid-June. Number 6, on dates that I anticipate, bear in mind, we are doing a lot very quickly and want to do it superbly while also allow us wiggle room. Please make sure our speed sacrifices no quality services for our fans. That's really cool. And, you know, guys, I'm in communications, right? So whenever we launch a product and we give a date and a timeline, a lot of your customers, they hold you to that timeline, right? And so, you know, especially if you're like new, right? Like these guys are new, the new guard to Candy, like literally just months, like a month or two. I think I want to say that they took control. Maybe it was just even weeks. I could be even wrong on that, right? But at the speed they're moving, right? Like we went from no communication to now we have a ton of communication from not only the CEO, but also from the Candy account. The Candy account is active. The Candy account is talking to their community. The Discord is popping. The Batcowl community is popping. The Batcowls are out putting spaces. You see Batcowls putting out posts. So that's telling you what's going on here. And the point I'm trying to make is these guys are moving fast and they're creating a lot of buzz with this movement. When you move fast, you may miss something, but you're wanting to move fast because right now you want to jump onto the trend. And right now the trend is digital collecting. NFTs are really making a big splash. So I like what they're doing. I like that they're moving fast. And I like that they're being honest about that they're moving fast, because then it'll at least give us the thought in our brains to, we'll give them some grace, because look at what they're trying to do. They're really trying to move at a fast pace to not only get this launched for us people who have been waiting, because we've been waiting for quite some time since, you know, I want to say the great no communication era, which was like a few months. So we've got to give them some grace. But I like what they're doing right here. Like I said, I'm in communications, you know, basically in IT. I run an IT department, and I know what it's like whenever we launch a product, and sometimes our customers hold us to the fire for it. So try to give them some grace. I'm going to give them some grace, you know, just like other projects as well. We've been giving other projects grace as well. So shout out to them and what they're doing. And I like that he put that out there. Lastly, overall, as we promised, the migration is the foundation, not the finish line. In summary, behind the scenes, the team and I will be working very hard to push Candy Digital up and to the right for our fans. Man, I love that. Let's check my Pokemon real quick, guys. I am still in line. I think this thing is lying to me. Slider, let me know. Did you get... They have been good with communicating. Yes. Slider, were you able to get any Pokemon cards? What about you, Booth? Are you going for it? Dang, Walmart doing drops like Vivi? Yeah, bro. They're doing it pretty crazy. Let's take a look. Let's see what's happening here, guys. So hold my spot. There we are. My spot's there and there as well, but we're not going to use this screen. But anyways, we'll see what happens with that. But there are more updates from Tad as well. Let's see what he has to say. This was dropped just today. Eyeballs. In other Candy Digital news during this supposedly slow week. Our team worked through a first draft of the diamond economy, and I was very impressed with their work. Our objectives are to bring the supply and demand of digital collectibles into balance and to provide a foundation for growing a healthy and sustainable secondary market over time for our fans. This remains very much a work in progress, but a few key themes to share thus far. Scarcity will be strictly enforced on selling premier collectibles in the Candy.io primary market. We will introduce a program to burn fans' unwanted collectibles for Candy.io credit. So it sounds like anybody that has an abundant amount of supply, you're going to be able to burn it for credits. Now, this is really cool. And you know why? If you guys have been paying attention to what I've been saying, the rule of attrition has not applied yet to digital items. And the only way you're going to be able to use the rule of attrition is by a burning mechanism. Now, again, what is the rule of attrition? If you're a collector, you know exactly what that means. Anything that has been mass produced over time will lose that mass production quantity because of, loss, theft, stole, or, burnt, broken, or whatever, right? Only a few will remain intact because not everyone's a collector. Not everyone preserves these things. So that's very cool. They're introducing some form of attrition by allowing you to burn items because there's a lot of things that were overproduced, right? I want to say, some of these projects, they've got like maybe 50,000 units of something, right? So that's really cool. Besides the credits, and we are looking at various auctions approaches with reserve prices set by us for candy primary sales of the premier assets and especially grails and other treasures. Let's repeat that again for the back of the room. Where scarcity will be strictly enforced on selling premier collectibles in the primary Candy.io marketplace. So that means that going forward, whatever they sell in the primary market, it will have a fixed supply and it will be scarce. Very smart. Any unwanted collectibles for Candy.io, they will introduce a program, that will burn any unwanted collectibles, for Candy.io credits. And they are looking for various auction approaches with reserve prices set by them for Candy.io primary sales of the premier assets and especially grails and other treasures. Fans will, of course, have total control over the secondary market. We will plan to announce details in time for fans to make sensible decisions about their assets. So in advance of the Candy.io relaunch and self-custody on June 1st. Stay tuned. That was a mouthful. It was a lot. Sorry about that, guys. Let me check my Pokemon real quick. I'm still on hold. I don't think I'm going to get that, though. So it's very exciting to see what's going on here. They've got a lot of updates. They're really keeping us informed in terms of what they want to do with the project and what they're doing in this month. They're saying they got a slow week. Guys, please, once again, go and log into your Candy account if you haven't yet. Hopefully this message gets out to one of you guys or some of you guys, and please go and take a look. The one thing I don't want to see later on is you're like, hey, I heard Candy's back. My stuff never moved or I can't log in. Like, I don't want to hear that, guys. But if I do hear that, please reach out to us. Myself, D, Big Bro, and Raven, we're always willing to help here as well. So check these guys out. I love what they're doing. I love that the CEO is constantly giving us updates. And I can't wait to see where the project is going. And guys, if you haven't yet, go and give Candy a follow. They're back. And I got to tell you, if you interact with this platform and this account, they're going to interact back. And that is a smart move. Shout out to you, Candy. Not only did you come back, but you came back welcoming everybody. Okay. Not a lot of projects did that initially when they came back. But you guys not only came back and welcomed everybody, and that's what you got to do. You got to, you're going to have new fans. You're going to have old fans come here as well. But the way that you're doing it is just, what's the word I'm trying to say? It's class. And I love that. So keep doing what you're doing. You're just going to make more and more people happy by doing it this way. Let's go. Slider, I am not even being able to get in line. Shows sold out. So you might get lucky and get some. Really? All right. Well, I bought two anyway during the $82 price. So whatevs. I went to my Walmart today, actually, and unfortunately, they sold out. But I did pick up these packs right here, sliders. Check this out. I've got Ascended Heroes right here, as well as a Japanese 151. I'm not allowed to open these. The boss said no. I gotta wait till she comes home. So sad my life. Anyways, that's most of everything for candy right here. And shout out to them. Also, shout out to Derek Snook, guys. If you haven't followed Derek Snook, he is a wealth of knowledge. He's more on the MLB side, but it's my understanding this guy came from markets. So whenever he speaks, I really listen because he's got a lot of good insight in terms of structuring and how he feels the new candy in the marketplace should be positioned. So if you guys haven't yet, go check this guy out. He is awesome. And I think we are glad to have him in the space, in my opinion. So shout out to you, Derek. Shout out to Candy. Guys, so stoked to see my stuff. I can't wait to see what happens next. I can't wait to see what they drop next. And yeah, it's really cool. I also got some Stranger Things NFTs here as well. I barely kind of looked at this stuff. I think I just bought it and forgot all about it. So there's some posters, and since there's going to be a burning mechanism, a rule of attrition embedded in the candy, it's going to be really cool to see some of this supply also go away as well. Because I think this is one of the first candy, Stranger Things digital collectibles out there. So let's go. Shout out to Candy. Moving on, guys. We are going to be moving on to Pokemon. Let's see right here. Slider. I'm going tomorrow, so I'm going to check my Walmart. It's usually stocked. It doesn't get hit very often. I went to mine today, and I even like, because here in Hawaii it's a little bit different. You can go and talk to like maybe a Hawaiian lady, and she will hook you up if you're a Hawaiian person. It's pretty bad, but you just got to go up to the Hawaiian lady and be like, "Hey, auntie, I'm trying to pick up the new Ascended Heroes Pokemon packs for my daughter." And that's not a lie, by the way, because the kid did ask me to go pick this stuff up. So for my daughter, and I'm not going to be greedy, auntie. I just want one, which is the truth. I'm not really a greedy person. Now, obviously, if I'm able to buy more than one without being greedy, I will. But, that's how I'd approach it, right? This is what I did. And she's like, "Brother, I'm so sorry. We're not going to get the shipment." "What do you mean you're not getting the shipment?" "Brother, we sold out. Most of that shipment going to..." That's how they talk, by the way. It's very pigeon, right? "Brother, the Pokemon boxes are going to Oahu." That's basically the capital of the state, right? Which is Honolulu side. So shout out to all of my friends in Oahu who are able to go to their local Walmarts and buy these things. I can't. Nice. I used to do that when my nephew yes, it usually works, man. It usually works. So either that auntie has a granddaughter or grandson that likes Pokemon and she was fibbing, or she just wasn't able to help me. So yeah, it was a bum. It was very bum juice, but that's okay. But yeah, shout out to anybody that was able to get it. What about the mega boxes? Let's check out the mega boxes. Were we able to get the mega boxes? I don't really care about the mega boxes. Be very quiet. Oh, Slider, look, I'm able to get into the mega boxes as well. Let's go. All right, you know what? I'm still in line. Nothing's happening. I think they're lying to me. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. I don't think we're going to get these Pokemon boxes. Hold up real quick, guys. Let me go here. I am going to open up this other... I don't want the tins. Forget that. I'm going to open up this other one right here and open up another window in the computer you guys can't see, because don't need you guys seeing a credit card number just in case. Hold tight for a moment. High traffic is slowing things down a bit. We'll load this page when ready. Oh, that's not a good sign, guys. That's like a 404 error, in my opinion. I think I'm screwed. All right, well, we'll come back to this. We'll see what happens. I might have to actually use these pages that are on the screen because my separate computer won't load no more. I think they're gone already, but, it is what it is. I digress. Anyways, moving on, guys. So besides the fact that this was dropping, and I was hoping to let you guys know this before it dropped, unfortunately, I was not able to. Walmart is restocking today. Looks like they got a ton of units. It's limit 5 per person online if you're able to get on. High traffic, they are leading you on 100%. 100%. They want me to stay there. And you know what's crazy about them? You guys really pay attention. They keep you there. And then what they're going to do after, when you're unable to get onto the site, they're going to freaking take you to a different splash screen. They call it a captive portal in networking terms. They're going to captive portal you, and they're going to move you somewhere else, and they're going to show you Pokemon packs that has nothing to do with Ascended Heroes, and they're going to mark it up an extra 25% off MSRP just because they want to get whatever FOMO's left in you. That's what's going to happen, guys. Anyway, high traffic. 100%. Guys, besides that, I also want to shout out to VFriends. It says in 2026, the new Topps Chrome VFriends is dropping in June 20th. I'm sorry, June 10th, not 20th, June 10th. 200 total characters, 13 distinct and highly collectible inserts, and 1 new mega box format, along with 2 ways to get yours early. So I would like to get into this. I'm not sure how to get into the pre-sale yet. Looks like I'm going to have to go to vfriends.com/Chrome to do that. I do have a VFriends Lucky Cat. It's in a pristine 10. And no, I'm sorry. It's a PSA 10, not pristine 10. I've got one of those. Is it Lucky Black Cat? I've got one of those from the 2025 Topps Chrome. So super stoked. Going to hold that. I got that super cheap on the FANABLE marketplace. There are some really cool things that are in the FANABLE. I know the FANABLE market is not moving. There's not a lot of people doing stuff in there. It's pretty much dead. But there are deals in that market, and I was able to score that Topps Chrome Black Cat in the market. Super cheap. You go and look everywhere else on eBay, that thing's flying off the shelves for like $150. So shout out to me. What are those VFriends? So basically, these are the 2026 TCGs of Gary V's VFriend characters. So, and I don't know if you knew about the Topps Chrome collection that they dropped last year, but it did so very well that they're releasing this one this year. And so, yeah, I would love to buy a couple packs, rip some of these packs, and get my hands on these, because this stuff just sells. These got a comic book, I think issue number 4. I think that thing's worth like $80 in a raw form. It's insane how much people love Gary V. So can I buy with the Google Play credits? Probably not, man. Probably not, but you can definitely buy with VV Digital Collectibles with those, eh? Huh? So shout out to Gary V, guys. And if you haven't checked out VFriends yet, there you go right there. And I want a VFriends NFT so bad. Man, I'm looking at those Series 1s, and I know they look a bit rustic, simple, but man, they're pretty pricey. So I'm looking at a Series 2. We'll have to see. I'm not a fan of who the algorithm thing chose for me. It chose me Patient Pig, and I'm a cat person, and I prefer the black cat. So that's the NFT I would like, which is the face of the whole company. So yeah, unfortunately, we'll have to see. Bit pricey, a little bit out of my range. So, but I have allocated a certain amount of funds out of crypto to allocate into TCG specifically, and that's VFriends, Pokemon, as well as One Piece. And I'll show you guys my collection in just a bit. All right, we got Denny OC in the chat. What's up, Denny OC? Ahoy, ahoy, screen friends. Hope everyone is having a grand day. We're having an awesome day, my friend. And guys, I can't wait to talk with Denny OC on Friday. He's going to be our guest on Aloha Friday. So shout out to Denny OC. We're going to be talking with him a little bit later throughout the week, but thank you for joining me today, my friend. I decided to go live. It's one of these impromptu things. I've told the team I'm going to be doing impromptu streams from now on, whenever I've got the time to do it, and today I've got the time, so let's go. Yeah, VFriends I think is going to do good, but those cards look cool. I might need to get some if I can. Yeah, man. I would show you. I did do a FANABLE redemption. Excuse me, Slider. Let's check the Walmart real quick. Hold my spot in line. Nothing has happened here. Deal is almost gone. I think they're lying. Anyways, back to that. Where was I getting with this? Yeah, so I did redeem my VFriends card. It has not come in yet. Once it comes in, I'll do a show and tell online. I'll show you guys what it looks like. This is like one of the cards I recently got back from FANABLE. And this is a promo Japanese Monkey D. Luffy. I think this card goes for like, I $1.50 raw, but the graded ones go for a little bit more. So let's go. And I'll show you guys a little bit. But guys, I want to show you guys an app that I downloaded. It's called Deck Trader. And I don't know if you use this slider, but this has been such a useful tool to basically scan your Pokemon cards and to keep your collection in a place where you can not only track the value of the raw card, but also the graded card as well. Thanks for telling you they are almost gone while you're stuck. I know, right? I'm telling you, we're going to see what happens when that thing times out. I want to know where the captive portal is going to take me. So let's go. Danny OC, likewise, my friend, really looking forward to actually chatting with you guys. Yes, it's going to be a fun conversation, and I can't wait, my friend. Let's go. All right, guys, this is Deck Trader, and what's cool about this is all you really need is your phone and a card, and you can scan all of this right onto your collection. I'm going to show you guys how this works right now. I'm going to go big right here. All right, we're going to pull up my Deck Trader right here. If I can get it to work. All right. Deck Trader. All right. Here we go. I think my wife's home. D might be home, guys. All right. So here's the app right here. Okay. So essentially, I'm going to want to scan a card, right? Here's the card. We're going to scan it. All right. Let's see here if we can do that. Can you guys see that? There we go. See? Let's do that. Okay. Hold on. Luckily, there's nothing there that's going to dox my kids. Anyway, okay. I'm going to do this. Right there. Okay. There you go. No. Try this again. All right. And there it is, guys. There's the card right there. All right. Now, if I click into the card right here, it shows me exactly what it is. All right. Shows me how much the card is worth graded. Okay. And then it shows me how much, it shows me how much the card is raw. And then how much the card is graded. Okay. All right. So demonstration right there. Go back to the screen. Now, let's take a look at my collection. Now, this is everything that I've scanned into Deck Trader. Now, it doesn't do Korean cards, and it has trouble finding promos. Like I have a Baskin and Robbins Nico Robin promo of One Piece, and it couldn't find that card. So certain things like that. I also have some old maids that I got from FANABLE that I wouldn't scan either. So some things it won't scan, some things it will. Do they have charts? I know some do. Yes, they definitely do have charts. Let's take a look at my Charizard right here, guys. This is a Charizard that I pulled out of a FANABLE kiosk, a $25 kiosk, right? Okay, let's click into the card. And so right here, sorry. So graded for the card, $87. It doesn't have a raw price for it, unfortunately, but it does have pricing right here. You can search by all, 3 months, 1 month, 1 week. Look at that, guys. This thing hit a peak right here in April, and then it went back down. Now, like I said, I spent $25 on this because there's also, like, you know, you can pull the lever. There's FANABLE, you can pull the lever, BZs, I believe Fidgetals. They do all that kind of stuff, right? So if you're into the RWA markets, right, it's on fire right now. And, you know, there's a lot of companies out there with the whole, here, let me show you. I've got a FANABLE thing up here. You've got a lot of companies out here that have products like this, where you can pull the lever and get some Pokemon cards and comic books. Not all of them do comic books. FANABLE does as well. I think PS Courtyard might do it too. But anyways, needless to say, that's the business model right here. So that's where I got this card from. It's super cool right here. There's some other stuff as well that I haven't figured out. Like, I'm not sure what the AI grading part is right here. Maybe what you do is you can actually take a picture of your card and then it grades it for, actually read right here. It says, get instant condition estimates. Why don't we read? Get instant condition estimates for your cards. Upload a photo and receive AI-powered grading analysis. Very cool. You know what's interesting about that? What's interesting about that is, hold on. Why do we stop doing FANABLE? Why did we stop doing FANABLE? It's very simple. We parted ways on our partnership. We kind of knew that was going to happen already, and it was all good. There's no hard feelings on that part. And we hope and see. In fact, you know what? I've got a little alpha that I found out on FANABLE, but that's the whole reason. You know, we basically parted ways with our partnership. We are now a part of the community. We're still doing stuff for FANABLE in the community as well, and I'm still using their products. Please tell D to revert me. What do you mean, man? Elaborate. Do they have charts? I looked at that one right. Yeah, so they have charts. Let's see. Grading system revamp in progress. So it looks like you can't grade yet. We're revamping the entire AI grading system from the ground up. All new models for corner, edges, and surface detection. Very cool. Plus a significantly improved centering detection model. For the more accurate borders and split analysis, big improvements are on the way. Okay, and it looks like you can only do AI grading if you're a membership. Yeah, it says right here. Yeah, raw cards and near mint usually go for 25% of a gem mint. Yeah, I think that's, was it you that told me the rule? Someone was telling me the rule and how it goes, but you're someone I should really tap because you know most of this stuff. So I'm glad you left me this comment because you're going to get DMs from me now, whether you like it or not, man. But anyway, yeah, so AI gradings from that. This is my collection right here. These are my top raw cards. Got a Monkey D. Luffy alternate art promo card right here. And this is just in raw form. And then where's the graded one? I'm still trying to learn how to, my glasses. Is there not a graded portion here? Okay, maybe. Oh, no, right here. Here we go. Graded for this card is $147. Now, so what's interesting about grading, guys? PSAs hold the highest grading because PSA is the creme de la creme of TCG, right? And that's what's so interesting. So if you go and buy yourself like a PSA 10, it's $147, right? But if you go and buy this same card, CGC graded, you get a freaking discount. Now, I'm a big fan of CGC. Most of my comic books come from them. I also like how the CGC looks. I'm going to show you guys what a CGC card looks like versus a freaking PSA right now. I'm going to show that. Cool. All right, here we go. Okay. Let's take a look. Now, this is what a PSA card looks like. Doesn't that look like a stamp machine made this? Okay. Beautiful card made by a typewriter. Okay. All right. And then you got the CGC slab. Pristine 10. So that's a 10.5. You know, they had to have a 10.5. They had to have one over PSA, right? Or you get a Gem Mint 10. But look how good these look. Even with a Gem Mint 10, these look way better. All right. Let's do a comparable from side by side. All right. Also, the thickness, like the plastic. This, I feel like it can break. This, my gosh, it's quality. So I don't understand this versus this. But essentially, if you're looking at this, what's really crazy is for a graded card in this really cheesy case, it's $147. The same card in this better case, $40. So I'm a big believer in perception is key. I'm also a big believer that CGC is going to come and wipe the floor. So it's only a matter of time. Now, I'm not talking smack. No offense to anybody at PSA, but they got a lot of drama going on over there. So it's just the right time for CGC to come in and scoop. And don't get me wrong, CGC has done me wrong in the past as well. I've never got anything graded from PSA, so I don't know, but I've heard the stories. But if we're just looking at product, the CGC is so much better. Slider. I can definitely help you, but sports cards I can help out more. I do a lot of Pokemon just for fun. Got you. So you're like me then. We're learning. That's the main thing. So like I said, guys, I took off of collecting comics since December. when FANABLE dropped their Poke Kiosk, I wanted to understand Pokemon. You know, it's bad for me to talk about this stuff and not know nothing about it, right? So that's what I've been trying to do, is educate myself. I've been turning to my daughter. So yeah, guys, if you guys remember the kid, she's very knowledgeable. So let's go. Shane, what's up, brother? Hey man, I was in Discord earlier. Hopefully we brought some people to you. I think I stayed in there for like 5 minutes and then I came out. So I hope you guys had a really good Discord trivia. I told Booth about it. So hopefully Booth, Slider, and whoever else was with me at the beginning of the show came to you guys to hang out. How you doing, brother? I just got off work. A little tongue-tied here, but let's go. Read my comment, please. What are you talking about? What comment? Where? Here? What comment are you talking about? IVVV. I'm not sure what you're talking about. This is the comment, right? Elaborate. Always appreciate you. Let's go. All right. So back to Deck Trader. So once again, this is the app right here. Deck Trader. Super easy. There's other programs out here that you can use to scan your TCG, but I showed it on screen. Super easy. Take your camera, scan your card, boom, right there in your collection. This is the collection right here. At least this is my collection. Why is my guys? You guys see D's face on here, right? What is going on here? What are you doing here, D? Hold on. I'm having a existential crisis here. There we go. Oh, I feel better. Let's see. I messaged D regarding pending VV giveaways, waiting for her reply many days. Okay, so IVVV, I did see your post on X. Respectfully, that's an X post. And I did also see our logs. D did reach out to On My Way as well as Flexi last week about that. And I know it takes Vivi a good week to deliver. So I'm not sure what's going on with your giveaways, man. But I don't handle the giveaways. You're going to have to reach out to D in the DMs. Coming to me in public like this probably won't help you because I don't have any power for that stuff. I'm the producer of doing this stuff. I don't handle the giveaway part. Sorry, man. But Dee's pretty good at, you know, responding. So if she hasn't yet, she's just probably busy. So give her some time. But yeah, I looked at the logs. They know about you. So maybe you just got to wait a little bit longer. I'm not sure, man. Oh, why is my camera off? Jeez, there we go. All right, let's see here. Okay, guys. I think they're messing with us here. There really is nothing. So if I hit, okay, let's do this. Let's see if I hit refresh. What does that do? It does nothing. Let's see if I hold my spot. It says I'm in line. Cool. So let's do this. Let's go to Pokemon, right? Let's check this. All right. Where is Ascended Heroes? It's not even on here. Oh, here we go. Trading cards. Let's see. Mega Evolution. 179 for Ascended Heroes. Ouch. Yeah. It's gone. I don't see it. It's gone. Yeah, they're messing with us, Slider. Oh, here we go. Booster bundles. Yikes. Now, y'all would pay $134 for this? You crazy. You're crazy, Walmart. Okay, I seen it at the bottom, right? Hold on. I can't even see my StreamYards anymore. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Yeah. See? Out of stock already. But it says hold my spot. Unbelievable. Let's see. Did I lose my spot? Here. View. You're in line for 2 items. Nice. All right. Well, we're going to continue on right there. All right. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, man. Honestly, I'm terrible with the giveaway thing. I'm the last person, and I always tell everybody this, like, guys, if it's giveaways or if you guys want to reach out to us via a message, like, honestly, unless you have my cell phone number to call me or email, that's how much of an old person I am. Like, I will respond to my email really fast. But yeah, man, DMs. In fact, also the TRU Media account, guys, it's co-managed now, right? In terms of right now, it's co-managed between me and my wife. If Big Bro or Raven want to co-manage it, feel free as well. But mainly we're doing that so I can have a personal account, as well as there is a client that is watching us and they don't know if they want to go with us yet. So they're going to watch us. And so, yeah, that's why that account will no longer have my personal thoughts. Let's go. Anyway, Walmart is cooked. I used to get so much product. Oh, hold on. Someone's here. Hold on. Let me, I don't have a layout for an extra person. Let me find that layout. Okay. Who is here? Okay. D, is that you?
It is I.
It is I. What's up, D?
Can you
Oh,
hear me okay?
so here, IVVV was trying to get a hold of you on the TL. And I went and looked at the log for the VV giveaway. I saw you reach out to On My Way and Flexi about him last week, I think. Am I right on that?
Yeah, I did. And I messaged them back like 5 minutes ago that I messaged them again. So
There you go, man. There's the boss.
They get back to me. Yeah. Sorry
Are
you're
you
waiting that long.
Are you here? Are you home?
No. I'm on the road. That's why I'm here as my alt. The alt.
The alt.
The alt.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. We're cooked. Look, this
Why?
thing, because Walmart said I've been in line for these for like forever, right? These Ascended Heroes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I go hold my spot, keep shopping, and we go find Pokemon, right? This stuff is sold out, right? Although, but it, like, yeah, I mean, obviously Walmart is cooked. You're absolutely right, Adro, because like all the things I wanted to buy are gone. And you know how dirty they are, because like, well, we already got ours anyway, right? Because we paid a little bit more. But like, you know how dirty they are. Before they were dropping these, right? Because I was watching the price. It was at $75, and then an hour before they were going to drop this, it was at $89. And then right before they drop it for like $29. Say they're out of stock, and now I have this stuff. So I digress. The bots got them, in my opinion. See, Ivy. I'm sorry. What's that?
I just realized I wrote back to IVVV in our private chat. So if you could just let them know. I said thank you for your patience.
Well, he's in the chat. He's here.
Yeah, I gotta log in order to chat with the rest of the people. So I don't want to
got you.
Like taken out. So I'll just.
He said he said thank you, Boss D.
Oh gosh,
what does that mean? What the heck is with my camera? My camera's gone again. Hold on.
Quick shout out to McFarlane, Shane, and Comic Guy for their trivia night that just finished not too long ago.
So I did. I think it was like 15 minutes while their trivia was going. I did go in there. I stayed in there for a little bit. I'm pretty sure Booth went there and Slider went there because I was telling them about the Poe app as well as the trivia and stuff like that. So, and then also O'Malley was also in Discord for This Week in VV as well. So we had a lot going on today.
Yes. Yeah, I got put in timeout for a whole minute in the McFarlane Discord.
Why? What'd you do?
Because I started tagging people to get them on there, and then it was like, you have been on timeout for, and I couldn't like message in any of the channels. I'm like, what? This has never happened before. I was just trying to get the word out.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So I was there for a little bit, and then I just wanted to go live and kind of talk about what's going on. So I talked about Tad's tweets. I talked about the login, showing people, well, basically you showing people how to log in, show them what it looks like once they log in and how to become an active fan. I talked about both these updates. I kind of butchered this one, but yeah, I talked about this as well. So hopefully people got enough information if they're not on Twitter. See, that's the idea, right? Basically doing this because not everyone's on Twitter. People are on YouTube or Facebook or wherever else we're simulcasting to. Hopefully people will now be able to know, log into their Candy account. So
yeah, we should put a reminder like every day, like remember to log in. Remember to log in. Have you logged in today?
Yeah, have you logged in today?
Reminding to take your pills. Have you logged in to candy.io?
Yeah. And then I talked to everybody about Deck Trader. I showed how to scan a card. I really like this app a lot. Super cool. And these are my top cards. I was telling them how crazy this is, right? So like this card right here, it's an alternate art card. It's a promo card for Monkey D. Luffy. If you get a PSA 10, this thing is $150. Okay. If you get a pristine 10, it is literally $100 off. And the only thing different from the card is the grading. That's it. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, that is crazy.
It's crazy. And I did a comparable between a CGC card versus a PSA card. I'm a big fan of the CGC stuff. I think CGC is way better. Plus, PSA is going through a lot of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And plus, you know, I mean, I got to say this again. The PSA cards look like it was made by a typewriter. You know, little top. It's crazy. So I don't get it. They're also very more flimsy feeling. And I'm just being honest. I'm not a hater. I'm just being honest, right? You know, I want my stuff to be good. So, but anyways, yeah. So I was telling them about that. I showed them that you can look at the raw card versus the graded card. It's nuts. And it's nuts how maybe you can even buy this raw card more than some of the graded stuff. So I like, you know, everything's upside down if you think about it. But yeah. So these are my cards. These are everything that I have scanned in here.
The Chucky Chew. So cute.
Yeah. I mean, well, these are everything that I have scanned in here right now. I do have some FANABLE stuff that are coming in from Redemption. I do have stuff that I bought on eBay that's coming in. In fact, there's something that's at the post office, that we got to pick up later.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Oh, you've been here for almost an hour.
Yeah. So I'm going to go and put decktrader.com in the chat, guys. If you guys want to check this out, they also have a iOS and Google Play app as well. And they've been around in the game for a while. Okay, let's see right here. IVVVV. Still concerned about FANABLE. Weren't you the only partner with them? Are they doing good? Why are the terms did not why your terms did not match? Okay, for one thing, that's kind of like personal. It's an NDA stuff, right? When it comes to FANABLE, like I said, right now they're going through a restructuring. That's kind of what happened at the beginning of the year, right? I believe O'Milly was a partner. He left at the beginning of the month, and beginning of last month, I think, right? Like right around Pokemon Day. And then our last day was last week. Yeah, they're just going through restructuring, and hopefully we see what comes of them next. Now, I'm glad you brought up FANABLE, because here's something, because I pocket watch, guys. You can pocket watch on all of these platforms through the blockchain. Here's something I discovered, D. They have this book back in their possession. I don't know if we're supposed to know this, but they have this book. Now, this book was not in the platform for quite some time. I think somebody took it out, right? Well, it is back on the platform because I see it right here, right? It was digitized a month ago. So this thing is back. Now, this is kind of what brought them their hype before. And I'm going to be very honest. FANABLE has always been comic first before TCG. They got into the TCG game a little bit late. And I've been telling people, you can find so much great deals in this marketplace. Is the marketplace dead? Yes. But that's a good place to find good deals, because that means it's forgotten, right? Another thing, too, you guys got to notice, in all these other marketplaces, people are crazy. They're degens, right? Like I said, again, people like to pull the lever. And so like there are a lot of products like this out there where you can pull the lever and either get a good grail card and stuff like that with a chance to win something like maybe this comic book, because I'm assuming FANABLE is going to throw this in their kiosk, right? So, but everyone's got this business model. And if it isn't them, you got like Web3 companies wanting to do a digital thing as well. So this model is going to be out there for everyone to do, right? But what I do notice is in these markets, people are selling things dirt cheap because they want to keep pulling the lever. Like they're throwing grails. Like, guys, I have been like, I'm a bargain bin hunter, right? So I use AI along with some vibe coding tech that I've made for myself to try to distinguish where to find the best deals in these markets by loading up cards into my AI. And I've found so much deals, and how I cross-reference these deals is I actually go and look at the rarity. I go price charting. I look at everything before I even buy a card, right? And I found all these deals in all these different marketplaces, from eBay to Fanables to all of them. And I found some really killer deals, man. And it's unbelievable the amount of stuff that you can find in the secondary market, because people just want to keep flipping. Because a lot of what's the carrot here is the buyback, right? A lot of these companies offer a 90% buyback, which basically means you only lose 10% of whatever value that is, right? Of that card or a comic book. And so it's an easy out versus like an NFT project where, you know, say you spend $60, you lose 90% of that value. You know, I'm right. So that's why people are doing this. And a lot of people will throw something that's a mid-tier on the ground to keep chasing. And so that's your opportunity, not financial advice. I should have said this a very long time ago. Financial advice. But there's a lot of deals, insane deals, and I cannot believe it. D, are you still here?
I'm still here. I'm gonna go grab our food. We're eating Thai food today. Anyways, not financial advice, but there's 2 cards on the floor. It's Pokemon cards for $6 a piece. You can go and buy it. Thanks.
Wait, are you talking about your cards? Are you shilling your cards?
I'm totally shilling my cards on the TRU Media Show.
Let's take a look at these cards that she's shilling, guys. So this is the fan, like right here, dude. Offer this person $50. This is Dark Claw Adventure number 1, 9.6. It's an amalgam. If you guys know what amalgam is, this is when DC and Marvel, they came together to create a hero. Dark Claw is basically Wolverine and Batman together. This is cool. Plus, this is the animated version right here. Yes, I'm looking at this. But stuff like this is in FANABLE, right? Stuff like this. So just saying.
That's a cool looking cover.
And no, we're not partners. This is not me shilling FANABLE. It's just this is where I'm at right now because I still have a collection here, right? So, but let's look at D's collection, right? Let's go to D, right?
Oh my
D, one and only, right? What is it? D, one and only? Okay, you know what? I know I have you here in my friends. I have friends. Here we go. What you shilling, D? Here we go. She's shilling these guys. Oh, I could have done this too, right? Could have went cards. I could have went lowest price. Are these your cards on the floor, D?
Yes, they are.
That's hilarious because that's Raven's card and that's mine. Look at TRU Media on the floor. But guys, I'm not selling Pokemon cards. I'm selling a Marvel card here, actually. This is a Marvel card.
There's something else I want.
You don't see I'm selling Pokemon. I'm selling a Marvel card. So, anyways, yeah. There you go. There. Shout out to D. She needs lunch money because apparently she blew her load on some Thai food that she's bringing home. So let's go.
No, there's something else I want.
What's that?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm selling them so I can get funds to get something else.
Okay.
That I want.
This fricker is going after the Dark Claw. That's what she is. Yeah, the Dark Claw is cool right here, man. Now let's look at the comics right here. So Yeah, the Dark Claw is super cool. What else is cool? Let's go by lowest price. Let's see what's the cool stuff in
Oh,
here.
see, Slider gets it.
Slider. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at the. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm like literally ignoring you guys here. When Pokemon, what's up, when Pokemon? Man, look at this. This is what happened when Pokemon. Look, I am still in line. By the way, they're lying to me. By the way, check this out. Look, I got deuces here, double, right?
Do you know what that queue reminds me of?
This is crazy.
It's when we were in the queue for Superman #1 on Palm.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But this is
Mhm.
different because at least on that queue, they like made you feel good by letting you see where you are on the bar. Even the bar would reset, right? You at least would know where you were, right? This is
Mhm.
nothing. Yeah, look, watch. I reset. Check what happened. Nothing. Let's leave. Let's go. Hold my spot. Look, it's holding my spot, right?
Mhm.
Even there's nothing to hold here, right? Because it has literally been an hour since the drop. So yeah,
This deal is almost gone.
you did not get it, you know, unless you see the timer start. Yeah, I know. But like, so you remember, right? You've been in here before where like the timer comes out, and then when the timer's out, right? There's a captive portal. If you're in networking, you know what I mean. It's going to take you to a different page, and they're going to try to shill something else that you might like because you're mad you didn't get this, right? They might shill some prismatic or some crap at you, right? But yeah, you're right. I know I didn't get it, but it's the ethics of it all, right? So, did you get any wet Pokemon? Let me know. Did you get something? Bots got them. Of course they got them, brother. Of course they got them. Real Video Shane, I appreciate you both so much. Love you guys. You too, brother. Haven't talked in a while.
Love you,
I know
Shay.
we gotta get the Severed Floor going. Guys, we will be reviewing Stranger Things. Is it back to the 80s or 1985? It's good.
Tales from yeah.
Yeah.
Tales.
Go, go ahead.
Sorry. I think it's Tales from 85. My bad.
Tales from 85. I think we're on episode 3 or 4. Probably not this Sunday because it's Mother's Day, but we're gonna be getting back on it next week probably. So I gotta go talk with the crew, but yeah, we definitely want to review that. But we're gonna take our time on that one. We're gonna review them episode by episode, and we should, because what's cool about Tales from 85, and like I said, I'm all over the place. It is in between Stranger Things #2 and #3, and it's so cool because you get to see little tidbits of like Starcourt Mall getting built. If you are into Stranger Things lore, like I am right here. In fact, since we're talking about Stranger Things, how about we pull it up right here just so we have an idea of what we're talking about. But yeah, if you guys are into Stranger Things, they did drop the new cartoon. It's just as good. No, it's not the same actors, so it's a different voice. So you're gonna have to get past that. Once you're past that, you're gonna love it because you get the same vibe. The score is semi-similar, right? They have a Temu version of the score, but it works. But what really works is the wonder and joy of watching these characters. You get to watch these characters really breathe out. You get to have what they call that. You get to really get a sense of the day by day of Hawkins a little bit better, if that makes any sense. And what's cool about Stranger Things 2 to 3, Billy's still alive, right? So you get to see Max's brother, Starcourt Mall. You get to see what happened after the prom, because in Stranger Things #2, they went to the winter ball dance or something like that. So super cool, guys. So we're gonna be doing that with Shane and the crew coming soon. So, all right, where was I? Deck Trader. All right. And there is the link for Deck Trader, guys. If you guys want, go check this out. Unlimited scans. You don't have to pay like some of those other ones where you have to pay for the scans. This one, no, not at all. They want you to use your platform. They want you to upload your cards. So, and if I had an affiliate link, I would give you one. Let's see. Yep, it's crazy how tens get all the love, but that's how cards are. The big money is really in tens. That's the hard. But what's interesting about this is I'm talking about PSA. You're right. If you're going to buy a 9, it better be something very old, right? But the 10s, I'm talking about the pristine 10s and the gem mint 10s versus the PSA 10s. The Gem Mint 10s and the Pristine 10s are being slept on because you can buy those same card encapsulated for almost $100 off. It's nuts, and I don't get it because the PSA slabs, they don't feel quality like the CGC ones. This is why I like digital. The grading and logistics and physical is a headache. It is, but I think it's just a compliment, to be very quite honest. Now, when it comes to digital or grading, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. We're entrusting our beautiful collectibles with people who either want to scalp it or don't give a crap about it, right? Like, how do we know we don't have a disgruntled employee? It's just like, oh yeah, you want this Charizard that's going to be worth $50? Whoops. Now it's only worth 10. You know what I mean? You might have a postal worker that day. You never know, right? Yes, people like to pull the lever. It's the same in physicals. You can get great deals if you just wait a bit. Yeah, man. Remember power packs from GameStop? That was my first introduction into these type of gambling metrics, right? These type of gambling products. Because that's what they are. They're gambling products, guys. You know, you pull the lever, you might win something good, right? If you're a collector, see, my big problem is I would pull the lever, I would lose money, and I still would want to keep it because the cover, the artist, or just looks cool, right? Like, I think I spent $50 and I pulled a Peacemaker cover. It was like Godzilla #3, whatever. But it looked so cool because Peacemaker was on it. I kept it, right? It was a $20 comic book I kept. So don't be me. Anyway, where was I? But back to Deck Trader right here. Yeah. Anyways, Schiller. Exactly. I'm a little bit behind. So sometimes you need to sell to get more stuff. Yes. It's the selling part that we all have a hard time on, huh? Reckless. What's up, Reckless? Late, but here now. Thanks for last week's giveaway. It was great. Yeah, man. So which one did you get? Because I know between us and Emoji Guys, right? You got that really cool SR. I believe it was the Assassin's Creed. And then you got the Falcon, dude. Now the Falcon. Unbelievable. Can't believe you got that. But shout out to you, Reckless. Reckless, I haven't forgotten about EP4. Give me some time. I'm just finishing up the Rider. And then I'm going to get back on EP4. EP4 was halfway done. I'm like one of those guys where it's like I get it halfway done and then my mind goes somewhere elsewhere because I think of something. And then like the Rider, I just finished developing most of it just the other day. I had this thought. What if we went 5 years in the future? And so like I have this really crazy idea to go with the Rider now. And so like now I'm like focused on the Rider. But anyways, back to EP4 of the other thing. It's coming, man. And you're gonna have DMs from me soon. Good to see you. You will be on till the morning. At the rate I'm going, brother, seems like it. No, I can't pass it. What's up, fun under the sun? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. How are you doing today, brother? Let me know. Woohoo! Can I write now? What's up, fun? Okay, there we go. D has logged into the chat. She's also up above me right here. Let's go. She's saying hi. What's up, Rob Cooks? I'm you today, man. Without music, though. But yeah, chilling right here, guys. How you doing, Rob? Good to see you. Hello. Anyways, guys, if you're in the TCG and you're into like the physicals and digital, because also, guys, you really don't need to have physicals as well. You can literally go to your collection right here, okay? And you can scan a picture as well. Because all these cards I scanned as well into Deck Trader right here. So it doesn't matter if you're a physical collector or a digital collector because you can collect physical items, tangible items, and not need to store them. You can store them in the Fanables or in the Fidgetals of the world, right? You can do those things, right? And you can track them with Deck Trader right here. Deck Trader has been really awesome. I love it. Once again, all you do, you take a picture with the app. I showed you guys at the beginning right here. You need a phone, take a picture, boom, it's on there. The same card right here is right here. All right. You can check and see the raw and see the price on the raw. You can look at the graded and see the price on the graded. It's pretty damn flat. So this is a very flat card right here. What else? Yeah, and I think that's it right here. Yeah, I got 2 of these right here, guys. So let's go. Yeah, I've got 2 in raw form. And then I got 2 ingraded as well. So I had to get them. So, but yeah, Deck Trader has been very awesome. Super cool. Also got this promo card. So stoked that I was able to score this promo card. Let's go. So, but yeah. Let's see who else is here. Fun under the sun. Are you excited for Yoda? We're going to talk about Yoda. I am not. But it's just I'm not a fan of Yoda. But I am excited for you. Because this is also another big drop for VV as well. And I saw the bounties. And I just assumed the bounties were just going to be the same as the Falcon. Like the bounties are now another 10,000 plus. But I am not excited for Yoda. I'm excited for the beach ball. Don't hate me, guys. I gotta step out to pick up our food. Be right back. Okay, so basically, we have a husk up here. It's just a ball up above me. But hey, it's all good. Reckless, you're good. I'm not. No. Yeah, all good. See, because there's a lot of people waiting for me to incorporate them into the story. So there's, what we talked about. There's also MetaBeast. Now, if you guys know who MetaBeast is, MetaBeast was one of the community members in Decentraland, the Poly Metaversalists, that collaborated with us in Future Watch. And as far as I'm concerned, he's still the co-host there. He is the overarching villain. And he is a kid called Beast. So a kid called Beast is the villain of the whole entire story. And so it's really cool. And so he's been waiting to see where his character goes. And I've been telling him his character is like the Thanos of my story. And so you're going to see little bits and pieces of him come in and out. You saw him already in episode 2. I'm all over the place here today, guys. So, but yeah, he's been waiting. I think also Cold Chillin'. Cold Chillin's going to be in something soon. And Slider. I actually have been waiting for you. And I wanted to talk to you about Destination Earth. A lot of our production is moving to animation. Lots of reasons why. Mainly to try to get away from the realism of AI, right? Obviously we all can tell what AI is, but I don't want to have an identity crisis where people can't distinguish, right? People outside of our space. So we're moving a lot of our content to animation, more of an anime style. I kind of like it. Plus, with the new AI software that I'm using to animate, I can do a lot more things. And what's crazy about what I'm doing here is it doesn't cost a lot of AI credits. And that's what's so crazy, right? Everybody I talk to that's like making content, they're always like, man, I've been blowing all these credits. Like, and don't get me wrong, we pay for like the highest packages of Google AI Studios and all that other stuff. So we are paying a good pretty penny to use some of these products, but there's stuff out there where you don't have to spend a lot of money and you can get a lot out of it. So I figured out how to incorporate all that into our workflow. And so animation just works better. So Slider, we're moving Destination Earth to animation. We can talk a little bit later about that in the DMs. Anyways, we got Shook in the chats. What's up, Shook? What's up, everyone? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us, fam. I know you've logged into your Candy account. How do you feel about Candy, my friend? Love that bat cowl, by the way. Been trying to convince some other people they need a bat cowl. But how do you feel about it? I'm excited. I'm pretty sure you are too. D, Yoda is pretty cute. I'll probably pick one up in the market. I feel like he'll be below retail for sure. Yeah, you think so? Well, we'll talk about Yoda in just a bit because I'm going to end with Yoda. Real Video Shane, I wish one of these platforms would start offering graded toys. I would ship them boxes and boxes. So funny you say that. I know during the Sergio era of Fanable, that was what they were going to do. They were going to do graded Pokemon, not Pokemon, I'm sorry, Funkos and different types of toys, like just anything graded in general, right? In fact, let's go back to Fanable. I know they do have, let's go to the market. They have home videos. They are doing, wait a minute. Brother, aren't you a collector of this stuff? Well, since you are a collector of this stuff, they do have this stuff. And this is new. I didn't see this. Whoa. When did these come in? Oh, I guess he brought them in a while ago. But yeah. Yeah, these are in the market. Let's go to this guy's account right here. Let's go to this guy's account. This guy has been bringing in He's got 186 graded stuff. Look at this. You've got, oh, Shane, you remember the Return of Swamp Thing, dude? Oh, this is cool, man. I love this movie. Heather Locklear. This movie was badass. This was like you remember the USA channel, right? The USA special. Late Night with USA. Yeah. This was such a cool movie. I don't know. Let me know down below. You guys remember this movie? This movie was awesome. But yeah, so they have this kind of stuff right here. What? This is cool. I didn't know this was on the platform. This is what I'm saying. You don't find this kind of stuff on any other platform, right?
Ooh, nice. Superman.
But like this kind of stuff, right? Like other than eBay, you can't find this stuff on like the Fidgetals and all that kind of stuff, right? So that I need this card. I wonder how much he'd sell this to me for. Anyway, let's see. But yeah, so that's what's going on here, brother. Now, toys, you're absolutely right. Now, I really wish they had toys because I'd like to send some stuff to get rid of some stuff here. But anyways, it is what it is, right? Right, Shane? Right? Augustus, hey, thank you for reposting the stream. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Graded toys, that would be cool. Exactly. Yoda, good and all, but BB-8, yes. Yes, man. And I hear you can drive the ball. That is so cool. Okay. Yeah. No shot on like R2, right? I'm a big fan of Chopper, by the way. If they drop Chopper, I'd be all over it. But they're not dropping Chopper. They're dropping BB-8. I think BB-8 just looks cool. He's cute. And, I know a lot of people do not like the new Star Wars, right? Don't mind the vehicle. I've got my Filipino neighbor passing by, if you can hear them or not. They got a loud diesel. You hear grrr pass by, right? Anyway. Where was I? Yeah, BB-8 is awesome. But if they drop Chopper, I would love Chopper. Or Ghost. Now, I don't know how many Rebels fans would sell out those drops. But, man, Chopper and Ghost, sign me up. That would be great. Yes, the beach ball. Yes. But I'm going for the beach ball in the market. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to go for the drop. I'm going to go for it in the market. But I did go for a Millennium Falcon. I got a 3-digit. We'll talk about that a little bit at the end of the show. Let's see. I hear Comic Guy will be going for multiple beaches. That's funny. Come on, D. That's cool. The animation looks good also. Yes. Grinds that have been, oh, okay. So D has gotten our dinner, or should I say dinner? Dare I say? Anyways. Oh, D, it looks like I got to work tomorrow. I just got a ping. I have to work tomorrow. All right, let's go. Yeah, I remember that movie.
Ooh.
Who needs money? Yes.
More Pokemon cards. Let's go.
This is a crazy one. If GameStop buys eBay, I'll bet they would do graded toys. Okay, so I'm glad you brought them up. Let's talk about that, because that CEO, man, what a YOLO CEO. He's like a cowboy. All right, where is it? I saw GameStop news earlier. Latest. GameStop. Here we go. GameStop's 55.5 eBay bid. Why Wall Street questions the math. Okay. The CEO was coming on. I think he came on Fox or something like that. I don't know, something on CT. And he was totally trashing eBay. He was like, yeah, I don't know why eBay has like 40,000 employees or 11,000 employees. I could run eBay out of my garage. No, I don't know how you feel about the CEO of GameStop, but man, that guy's a cowboy. And if you've been watching that stock, it's ripping like crazy. So I think this is a very interesting thing right here. And I think you're right. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing people don't realize, right? Like, yes, we were partners with FANABLE. Here's why I really liked FANABLE so much. They have an app. All right. There's not a lot of these platforms that have an app where you can literally, buy Pokemon cards or spin the lever or any of that stuff. Right. There's only a few of them like that. And FANABLE's one of them. I believe Courtyard's another one. Fidgetals, BZs, no, maybe FanDuel has them, but like all these other ones, or the ones that just dropped on Solana, I think some of them are on Abstract or Flow, they don't have apps. You got to do this stuff on the browser, right? So that's the cool thing about FANABLE is they actually have an app. And you guys know already, an app has to work. It has to be functional. It can't freeze. And so far, the FANABLE app works very well. So that's the best thing they have going for them is the infrastructure, the product itself is very, very good. I just really hope they can regain the momentum because they did lose a little bit. So we'll have to see. But with stuff like this, GameStop and Fidgetals, I don't see why projects like FANABLE or the BZs will not be noticed or taken off because more people are just going to be peering into this, right? Like, here's what's interesting, right? You got like my coworkers asking me about Pokemon. And now usually when you have that happen, you're at the top, right? That's the sell signal. But this is how I'm looking at it. Pokemon was a Web 2 market. Pokemon now is in Web 3. And so now you have the Web 3 market in there with the Web 2 market, right? Web 3, degens, ETH whales, crypto whales. You've got like the degens out there saying, sold all of my Bitcoin for Pokemon. Don't fall for that, by the way. That's a ruse. But there are people that are doing that. You know what I mean? And I've learned enough about Pokemon to understand the craze. You have Web 3 now in it, right? Degen, ETH whales, whatever, NFT goers. Then you've got the Web 2ers that are still in it. The 15-year-old nerds, geeks. I'm a nerd and geek myself, right? Then you've got, like, say, the influencers. That's like demographic 18 to 25. Then you got the tech heads who got jobs already, 25 to 35. Then you got people like me who are in a career. I'm a tech head, by the way, guys. I'm in IT, but I'm in a managerial position. So my pay grade and all that other is still a little bit different, right? So you got them, right? Then you got the retirees who are grandparents to the demographic I just told you, right? Or they got into it as well because they're geeks as well, right? So it is an oncoming storm right now. And y'all got to be careful. I'm going to be honest. Like, it is hot. Everything's hot. Even comic books are hot right now. So there's a lot of heat going on. Move accordingly. Not financial advice, but I don't think this craze is going to let up soon. At least not yet anyway. Not until something gives loose. But a lot of stuff's hot. You got the war going on, right? You got crypto going up and down depending on on who farts in this war, right? And then you got TCG going crazy. And I'm going to tell you, eBay, this whole GameStop eBay thing, I truly believe that GameStop wants to tokenize everything. And getting the marketplace, one of the biggest marketplaces in the world, to distribute is a smart move. And I think they're really grabbing this because of TCG, right? Besides eBay, where else are you going to go? Whatnot, right? And this is how GameStop can compete with the Fidgetals and the fanatics and the courtyards of the world, right? And all they really need now is a really good app because the freaking GameStop app sucks. Hey, I know a really good app. It's called FANABLE. I'm just saying. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, Pokemon still has some room to run, but definitely have to be careful. 100%, brother. 100%. But if you look for deals, you can find them. And what I mean by that is, I think this should have tapered down a long time ago, in my opinion, right? Like you had the anniversary, and I know nothing. I'm stupid. I'm just kind of looking at the trends. I think this should have tapered down, but because Web3 is now in this, right? And you've got institutions buying this stuff. You got rich people buying this stuff. You can thank Logan Paul for blowing this stuff up. And now also with the One Piece, right? Like you got stuff coming from all sides. And then you got Absolute Batman. That is just a phenomenal freaking story, right? Phenomenal characters. Phenomenal art. And DC is just killing it. Those are blowing up too. So you're 100% right. Read what he says here. There's still room to run, not just on Pokemon for a lot of this stuff, but you got to be careful. It is hot, guys. Move accordingly. I'm literally trying to keep up with everything just so I don't lose my ass in this as well, right? So, but it's fun, guys. And the best thing about collecting Pokemon or collecting comic books is it's why I'm in this space already, right? So I get to do what I do already as a love, a passion, and I get to buy cars that I love as a passion. And the best part about these cars I'm buying is some of these are going to the moon. So move accordingly, have fun. That's the main thing about this. Have fun, whether you're collecting in TCG, whether you're collecting in candy, right? Or if you're collecting in VV, guys, have fun with this stuff. They're all hot. It ain't just the TCG market. Everything is hot. VV selling out of drops. You've got Tad, the CEO of Candy, saying up and to the right, you guys. By the way, log into your Candy account. I'm going to keep repeating this. Go log into your Candy account. So it is an oncoming storm on what's happening here. Okay? Right here's the Google Trends for Pokemon. Flat. In the next 3 months. 3 months. That's all this has been doing. Look at that. Okay? This is a range, by the way. That's what we like to call this. Okay? And that's just for Pokemon. This is One Piece. All right? We'll go a little bit down. All right? We had a pop off right here. This is probably when the live action or the anime came out, right? This was like the parabolic move. And then now we are slowly consolidating here, right? So there's that. But Pokemon, guys, is unbelievable. So yeah, there's a lot of resource tools out here. You can check price charting. You can check the PSA vaults. You can go and check. There's also right here, Tech Trader. It also helps you stay apprised at your cards. You can see, what's going on with them and all that stuff. There are tools out here for you guys to go and use to try to figure out what's going on here. So just move accordingly. A lot of things are moving very fast. A lot of things are hot. You got Luca Nets out here buying NFTs. It's crazy what's going on here, guys. But it's fun, and I'm enjoying it, guys. And I'm having the time of my life right now. Like I have not been this excited in this space since I first joined the space. And so it's exciting times what's happening here. I'm having a good time doing it. I hope you guys as well. So let's get to these comments right here. Nothing said or shown on this SUO is financial advice. That is words from the CEO. Right here. Let's go.
Typo. You know what I meant.
Yes. As they say, the SUO must continue.
Stop it. No soup for you.
Oh man, guys, I just got denied dinner. Yikes. But you know what, guys? It's okay because your boy got cereal. Let's go. Can't starve me. Let's just lock the door and the fridge is here, guys. I am good right here. I can hold up in here for a while. I got my chips right here. Let's go. I got my comic books right here. I'm good to go. I got
You're
soup
gonna
right here.
Come on sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe to use the bathroom. We'll see. But the window right here goes to the secondary window, and I can just jump on the roof. And by then, I can just jump on the roof of my van, and I'm out of the house. So we're good.
Right.
Ha! Figured it out, D. Rob Cooks, do you, brother, try and buy Pokemon cards online, or is it still a bot fest? Let's not even talk about in-store drops. Not really. In Hawaii, you really have a good opportunity to find these ECBs or these packs in like your Warosses or like even like your Walmart, depending which one it is, right? There are collectors on the island. They just don't know where to look. The best place to look on this island is the gas stations, because gas stations, they're run by Korean families, and the Korean families, they bring in all this type of stuff. They get it. The Korean families know that Pokemon sells, and what they do is they buy all these ECBs and they mark them up like crazy. Like you could buy like one of these packs, dude. They sell these packs for like $40, and the people in Hawaii buy them. This is like the Japanese version of a 151. Let me use, see, you can see that right there. This is the 151, right? Like and like the Ascended Heroes, You go walk into a Korean-owned gas station, you're going to find these for $50, and they're going to buy them. So it's nuts. Anyway, yeah, I don't really go from what I usually do is I go for graded products because you got to look at the grading costs, how much the card is, shipping, and I incorporate all that, right? And so if I look at a card that could be like a SIR that may be at a lower grade, I'll go and pick that up. But I've been finding a lot of CGC gem mints and pristine 10s super cheap in eBay and all these other markets because either people are flipping or the PSA is garnering the more prestige, because for some reason PSA cards in a PSA 10 can go $100 more than a CGC card for the same gem mint 10 grade. It's nuts how it is. It even shows it right here. I'm going to show you a card right here in Deck Trader. Which card was it? It was no. Yeah, this one right here. Okay. So graded for this card, $147 in a PSA 10, right? That's a PSA 10 right here. You buy a CGC, pristine, $40. Same card, right? Raw doesn't change the price of the raw card. That's always going to be that price, right? But a graded card. And that's what's so nuts about this market. And I don't understand it, but perception is reality, right? A 10 is a 10. Am I right, Slider? And a lot of drama's going on in PSA. So not financial advice. Where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the button? Here it is. A CGC Gem Mint 10 for $26 to $40. That same card, this one right here, PSA 10, $150. Which one are you buying? They're the same grade. CGC has been around for a long time. I love CGC. And I've already said it again. I'm repeating myself. The CGC cards are better looking, more classy, more stronger than the PSAs. All right. I'm going to show this right now. Yeah, these. This feels like a toy, flimsy. This feels like quality right here. So I don't know what's going on, but I only suspect, and this is just my assumption, that the scales will be balanced in the future. So that's what I've been doing, Rob. I've been looking for deals, and I found a ton of them, man. Either on a raw card, because those raw cards, you can go and trade them at trade shows, right? Way more better than a graded card. Or I look for graded 10s, Gem Mint 10s on the floor. And then I go and look how much the raw card is online. I go look how much the grading cost is. And then I go and look at that card already graded in there. And if I got a deal, I'm buying it. I also look for cards that have low pop because I am a big believer in the rule of attrition. If you don't know what the rule of attrition is, it's very simple. Anything that's been mass produced over time, that mass production will lose its quantity because of burns, thefts, or losses. So anyway, long-winded. So sorry. Hope you got what you needed out of that. Slider. Yeah. And if the Doom movie is a big hit, and I think Marvel will see some of the FOMO later in the years. Yeah, very true. Very true. You're probably talking about that card I was going to sell. That card has a high population. So I just liked it because it was cool and someone threw it on the floor for $10. But yeah, chances are I'll probably bring it home and maybe give it to my daughter or something like that, or a nephew. We'll see. Rob Cooks, I'm in New York City in stores. It's madness, not worth it, in my opinion. Yeah. You know, where you are in a major city population where you got like millions, or maybe millions. I'm going to say millions of Pokemon collectors. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Oh, we lost Eve, but there she is. She's back. So I can understand. Like even on the island of Oahu, which probably has a fraction of your population, everyone is camping out at stores and Walmarts right now. I guarantee you, everyone at those Walmarts are over there probably knuckling each other just for 6 packs in a booster box. So yeah, it's funny. $40. Yeah, nuts, huh? Isn't that nuts? Bro, I'm telling you, that's the play here. There's so much arbitrage in these freaking markets. It's insane how many deals I found in these markets because people either want to pull the lever, and I'm telling you, there are degens in here. There are Web3 degens in these markets pulling these cards for sale because they probably don't know the value, or they probably don't have a deck trader to tell them what the value is, right? Or they're not looking, or they're looking at items that are for sale, but they're not looking at items that are sold, completed items on eBay, right? They're not looking, or they don't have a price charting membership or a CGC membership. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Some of these tools you guys got to pay for in order to get the price, right? But there's a lot of free public knowledge out here as well. And this is kind of like a baseline to kind of tell you, but the point remains the same. There's some discrepancies. And so that's why I like the graded, because graded is encapsulated. You don't have to do nothing with it. It's there already. It's going to sit there. And at a Gem Mint 10, CGC, Gem Mint 10, they look beautiful. So, yeah, man, Japanese 151. It costs you probably $40 to get that graded and shipped for $50. It's a steal if you get that. Bro, I bought this graded in a deal for $30, brother. So, yeah, man, there is arbitrage in these markets, and they're in all of them. Even FANABLE's got arbitrage going on right now because people are either they want to get out, or they want the money, or they want to degen and spin. That's what I've been noticing. So that's my play. That's what I've been doing here, guys. It's a hot market. So I'm not going to go buy. I was crazy. I was telling D we should buy ourselves a basic Charizard, right? And then I said, forget that. We're going to buy a basic Charizard when the market's not hot, because right now the market's hot. And guys, the market will cool down. It usually does, but not right now. So we're going to wait. But you can find a lot of deals right now in all of these markets, and there's an arbitrage deal going on right now. So that's what I've been doing. I have not been breaking the bank for any of these, and I've been scoring some diamonds in the rough. So that's my play. That's what I've been doing. I've been using this tool right here to help me, and go check it out yourself, guys. $30? Yes, sir, for the graded copy of this card. The graded copy. It's stupid, man. But anyways, I digress. Moving on. So, and then right here, FANABLE. This was something that I did discover in the FANABLE market. Let's go to the kiosk right here. So, and how I figured this out was I saw Raven pulling the lever. And guys, I'm still only pulling the lever here too. Like, I just pulled the lever on the last three on this guy's right here. But I saw Raven pulling the lever, and she scored this Growlithe right here. That's a PSA 9, so shout out to her. Pocket watching, Raven. Let's see what the buyback is. Not bad. So this right here, the rule of attrition would apply for this, in my opinion. Right now, you can buy this card rated for like $25, $30 on the floor. But this card isn't worth selling right now. This card is worth holding because of the year, and it's part of the base set. And it's the English version, the Japanese, right? So, oh, shoot, back up. It's the English version, right? Not the Japanese. So, anyways, this is something I would hold as a long-term hold, as an attrition hold, right? So that's just me, though. Don't do me. I'm stupid. Anyway, so shout out to her. But that's when I saw that, I went to here and clicked on FANABLE, and that's when I discovered this. Now, let's go and look and see what the buyback was for this in the past. That's $18,000 there. So shout out to, and these are the people that won this book over time, right? So anyways, this book is back in rotation, or it looks like FANABLE has this book. It's there. I don't know what they're going to do with it, guys. We're no longer partners, so we're going to have to see what happens. So shout out to them. Guys, moving on. We're going to talk about Yoda, and then I'm going to get out of here because Dee said we have food. So, yeah. Guys, Yoda, next drop. What do you guys think? You guys going for Yoda? What do you think about Yoda? And What do you guys think the difference is? Now, first time Yoda ever dropped on the blockchain was not DigiToys. It was actually the poster. Now, guys, you can say SE and SR and whatever. These first appearances and first editions, those are labels that Vivi created. That is not the global label of how people view a digital collectible in terms of provenance and what's first on blockchain, right? And so if we're going to really look at it, this guy is not the first. DigiToys is not the first. It's the poster. Like, again, I don't care about labels. You guys, whatever. I know it's a touchy subject. Whatever you guys believe, right? Some people will believe it's the DigiToys one. Oh. And by the way, guys, shout out to DigiToys. I got nothing against them. I'm, I like I like the chibi model as well. That one has nothing to do with being a premium sculpture. Their Yoda is meant for a game. And hopefully we're going to get to see what happens with the development of those, right? But like I've been seeing people compare. You guys got to stop that. We want these projects to succeed. And the only way we do that is by uplifting them, not comparing this Yoda's bad to that one, or I can't buy something on that platform. That's terrible. That's terrible. We need to do better. We need to be uplifting all these projects because if they all win, it legitimizes the space. Everyone's like, oh, we got to have the one win. If we have the one win and we don't have competition, nobody's coming here. Nobody's coming here. You got to have the Warner Brothers and the Sonys and all that, right? You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? You got to have the Androids and the Apples. Without competition, it's just going to be stagnant. So anyways, I just saw that, and I'm just not a fan of that kind of stuff, right? Like, I'm not going to dog another collectible. But when we're talking about first appearance, I'm going to say it. I don't think it's the one on DigiToys. It's the poster on Vivi. Whether you guys want the Santa Claus poster to be the one on Vivi or not, that's up to you. But first appearance of Yoda, we could even argue the comic book. You know, years ago, I argued with someone, right, that the comic book was the first appearance of these characters, Star Wars characters, right? No, blah, 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 right? Okay. Then DigiToys drops their Star Wars stuff, right? And everyone's like, the comic book's the first one, right? Or the poster, right? So I digress. It seems to change on perception, but I'm going to say it. If we're looking at as a digital collectible, digital collectibles are either cards, posters, or statues, right? I know we want to say that this is the actual collectible, right? And it is, right? It's a statuette, right? That's what we want it to be, right? It's a statuette. That's what we want to say. This is the first appearance. A digital collectible that we can spin around with. See, I get it. But that's not the definition of a digital collectible. Digital collectibles is basically an NFT. And it can be a card. It can be a poster. It can be your movie ticket, right? It can be all those things. So I'm going to just say it like this. This is not the first appearance. DigiToys is not the first appearance. It's that poster, guys. And I'll leave it at that. But having said all that, this looks great. This looks phenomenal. And I think it was Eagle Eyes that was saying that, the renderings that they get from Lucasfilms is the film accurate. And this is film accurate Yoda, I think, from a specific rendering that they got. I could be wrong. But this Yoda looks great. He looks very old, but he looks great. And if we're looking at premium digital collectible now, this is the definition of what that looks like, right? This looks phenomenal. I mean, he looks super cool. I don't know if is he animated? I'm not sure. I didn't read the blog article. No, I'm not reading the blog article. And I really like the Force Ghosts. I think they're super cool. I like the lighting and stuff like that. I can imagine the things the vault builders are going to do with the lighting of this specific collectible inside the Viviverse, or even like the Millennium Falcon with the lighting. I think it'd be really cool though. But what's your guys' thoughts on Yoda? Let me know down below. You guys going for Yoda? I am not. Now, if he goes down into the 30s, and I don't know if he will. Like I said, I don't watch markets like this. I watch different markets. I might pick one up. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. And shout out to whoever is going to go for this. I know there's like a 10,000 gem bounty out here. Shout out to whoever got the 1977. D, I believe you got a pivotal mint as well. Am I right, D? Are you still here? Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm still here. I got 73 for the Millennium Falcon.
Can you let everyone know what's so pivotal about 73?
Shush. Yeah, so 73 is when George Lucas first started writing the story, 4 years before Star Wars actually came out. And he was denied in at a lot of different places. I gotta find it. I had it written down just so I'm not like giving false statements.
Man,
Hold on, let me
cat
go
is
find
hilarious.
it. Yes, your cat. Love her.
You brought her home.
Just look at all his hairs, right? You can like count all his hair follicles.
Yeah, it's cool.
The detail is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Very
a lot of their collectibles have just been looking really good. And that's what we want, you know what I mean? And shout out to Devin and their team, because when you have developers and artists that create beautiful things, you got to shout them out for that. And yeah, good stuff. That Falcon, beautiful. That Falcon is going to be over a bunch of water soon, guys. Mark my words. Anyway, let's see right here. I want BB-8 also. Probably will get one in the market. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for as well. I will probably go for one and then look for special mints. Okay, yeah. Aldradero, I may buy one in the secondary. Yeah, see, I'm with you on that one. So you're like me then. Like, Yoda's not going to get you to buy it. Or Yoda's not... It's not enough for you to buy Yoda in the actual store. You'll do the market instead. Let's see. I think Yoda will go under for a bit, maybe down under $30 range, but then pump like the Falcon did, probably setting around retail, but not financial advice. Okay. What do you think it's going to taper off to in the end? You think it's going to like just hover right at retail? What do you think? Let me know down below. Oh, no, he said that right. Never mind. I read that part already. Stupid. Probably setting around retail, but not financial advice. Never mind. D, I think I need to get off soon. And I'm talking to myself. All right. Anyways, so that is Yoda right there. I don't know how I can hear you now. I don't know how Big Bro does this, but shout out to him because, yeah, I'm terrible at talking to myself. But anyways, good luck to everyone that is going for Yoda. And I wish you guys nothing but SRs and 2 digits. Let's go. And then lastly, guys, I want to give a shout out to Evolved. It says right here, stay evolved, opening soon. Sign up for our newsletter to be the first to know about his launch. Well, guys, I got Evolve right here. How about we let Evolve explain what's happening here? Stand by.
Ayo, GM to everybody, to the world. It has been 3 days since I've officially launched shop. Not officially launched because I've secretly given out the link and the password to a select group, mainly the first supporters of pretty much anything I've ever done. So big thank you, big shout out to you guys. In this past 3 days, I've like averaged basically 1 sell a day, which is better than I expected because I wasn't even expecting to sell anything until actually launch something. It's been a while since I've done a video, so I'm like completely lost in what I wanted to talk about today about this. But mainly just awareness. I wanted to make it aware that I'm trying to do this because it's something that I wanted to do since the beginning of content creation. But in the midst of the whole journey, I've been everywhere as far as DeFi, crypto, NFTs, graphic design, web design, like just, trying everything that I can possibly get my hands on. And the ultimate thing that I love to do is create artwork with the NFTs that I buy. Artwork, scenes, environment design, sound design, just the whole creative process of it all is really enjoyable. And I believe that anyone that is into NFTs also can find that joy away from just buying and selling NFTs, buying and selling crypto. There's also a creative side to it. You don't have to just, put up your bags, hold your bags, and sell them when you need to, obviously. I mean, that's the whole game. I get it. But things got to change eventually, right? It can't just be the same cycle over and over and over again. It's just going to get played out. Like it could, who knows? It could just last forever. But personally, I don't want to see that for myself. I want to break out of the cycle, break out of the bubble. I want to be able to support others more, because there's a lot of really cool creative people out there that don't get the support that they probably need. I'm very lucky to have the career I have and basically a cushion for myself. But the goal from the beginning was always to get the hobby to pay for itself. With the hobby paying for itself, I don't have to stress on or FOMO into something with hard-earned money for my bills, my kids, my family, food on the table and whatnot. I mean, that's everyone, right? I've taken an entrepreneurial journey since 2020. And I believe a majority of society has taken that route as well. Everyone lost their jobs. People had to find ways to make money, right? And I understand that. Anyways, I might just ramble on. That's kind of my spiel. But the point of it all is just create, have fun with what you're buying. Don't FOMO too often, lock in on specific projects that you actually truly love, like how I'm doing personally. I just want to be an inspiration to people. I don't want to be an influencer of anything, because that's just leading people down the wrong path for failure, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, it works sometimes, right? It works maybe 70% of the time. I don't know the actual factual number of that, but from what I see, this is just my point of view. The influencers lead people into failure. That's what I want to avoid at all costs. Evolved was a brand I thought of in high school. That was 2020. I graduated high school in 2014. That was more than 10 years ago. I'm barely turning 30 this year. Not even 30 yet, but I'm basically 30, right? I'm trying to do more than just work the 9 to 5, the typical life, right? I want to break out of that. I want to be a support system for others that have believed in me, for my family. My brother's even gotten into merch and design and stuff like that too. I want to be able to support him in his endeavors. For me, it's always just been trying everything, figuring out what I like, what I actually enjoy. And for the most part, it's always going to be cars, skateboarding, snowboarding, music. Oh my gosh, dubstep. Okay, I'm rambling. But the whole picture is go buy some shirts. go purchase something. Go purchase something so that way I can. That sounds so scummy. I hate that. I hate how scummy it can sound. It's scatterbrained right now. I had an idea of what I wanted to talk about and I just completely lost it. But I'm getting to work, so hope you all are doing well. Stay blessed. Much love. Don't dissolve. Stay evolved, my friends. Deuce.
Shout out to Evolve right here, guys. Now, he did give me access to his store, so I'm going to go check it out. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's see what he's got, guys. All right. Okay. Hold on for just a sec. Let me put myself here. My ugly face. Let me swap it with D. There. Now you have to look at my ugly face. Give me just a second, guys, while I put my email in here, because I'm supposed to enter.
And just want to say thank you, everybody, for coming on the show. Or not coming out, yeah, coming to the show. And thank you, Hinano, for streaming.
Of course.
I hope you can hear me.
Thank you, everybody, for watching me ramble. It was an impromptu stream. I really wanted to actually just talk about the candy updates, but then I started talking about a bunch of stuff after that. So shout out to Candy and the candy updates.
Yes,
almost
it's
done.
good to cover multiple projects just so people get an idea of what's been going on in the spaces, what's been going on. Make sure you're logged in and checking out your account on candy.io before May 20th. Make sure you do that.
Hold on.
Thank you, Slider, Reckless. Who else is there? Shook, Fun, Dr. Fidgetal, Rob, Shane. That's who. Shush! It's not even time.
All right.
Gosh.
We are
She's
in.
such a big back. Oh, what's this?
We are in.
Or Evolved.
So, guys, this is Evolve's store right here. Check this out. I'm going to drop it in here as well, his Shopify. Check it out, guys. Sign up. No, thank you. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us. Appreciate that. It's a rambling jam. Let's go. That's right. Okay. All right. So I sent you guys a link for that. Let's check it out right here. We got some shirts. Oh, these look cool. Look at that.
Yep,
Let's take
that's
a
the
look at this shirt.
Rogues. The Rogues bunny.
Nice. You know what I like about what he does here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's got like this picture right here, but what I like is not square. Like, he actually has round edges right here, and then he puts the stars out there to kind of make it like it's blending into the shirt. So very smart. Evolved.
Very smart. Oh, even this one too, right
This
there.
one right here. Yes. You know what I mean, right? It's not like it's not like it's just printed on there. Like, it's blended into the shirt.
Yeah, it's not like you took a picture, you copied and pasted on a shirt, and it's like just a square or rectangle.
Correct.
Yep.
All right.
Smoothed out the edges.
And then we've got oh, look at this. Okay. All right. We're going to add that to the cart because I like this one. All right. Let's take a look at this. This looks good. Are you still there, D? Dang. Maybe not. She's probably with the kid. But yeah, this looks great.
Sorry.
Evolve.
Yes. This one, I want this one because that's like the OG.
Oh, okay. Here. We will put, what size are you?
M. A large would be a nightgown for me.
All right, we got 2 in the cart. We'll buy that when the stream is over. But let's take a look at some other stuff. But this is cool. I like this. It says right here, from a dream to a vision come true, an original design by Evolve for those that showed early support during streaming days. Limited supply and all pre-ordered base. Let's go. Now let's take a look at this. You got SpongeBob compact collectible. Compact collectible. Let's look at this. Can you move it? Oh, what happened? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, hold on. Okay, bring iconic character charm to your collection with this custom 3D printed Sonic the Hedgehog, part of the compact series collectible by Super Prints. Each piece is meticulously designed and printed to capture the classic appeal of this beloved character in miniature form. Perfect for Sonic fans, collectors, and anyone seeking a unique decorative accent. This artist-crafted collectible showcases detailed artistry and makes an ideal gift for enthusiasts of animation history and pop culture memorabilia. It's about 4 inches tall. It's Okay, so it looks like he's a super print authorized seller. This item is officially licensed and printed under super prints. Okay. Okay, I got you, Evolved. Drippy Gar, Drippy Chew.
I like those, the drippy true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, these must be his then, right?
Yeah, that's the ones that he was doing sometime last year. He was doing the purplish blue guy. I forgot what the name is.
Okay. These are cool too.
Yeah.
Let's look at his catalog.
You got the Mickey Mouse.
Okay, so it's pretty the same stuff then. So this is what he's got going on right now. I am down for the shirt right here. So we've got already 2 in the cart. Guys, go check this out. I think if you go and click the link, it's going to ask you for your email. Just put your email in there. And then when he's ready to launch this, you guys are going to be able to go in here. Obviously it's up to you guys. Besides the fact that I like to support small creators, Evolve has been with DNI since day one. He was a founding member of the WebV Collective. I want everyone to understand that, right? I know a lot of people right now see Osman as just WebV. People forget that WebV started with a group, and Evolve was one of the founding members of WebV. Now, obviously, we've all disbanded and kind of gone our merry ways, and WebV was just more of like, WebV is more of like a movement now that's just out there, right? But anyways, Evolve was with us since day one. I remember the first day I met this guy. We met on chat. We met this guy on chat, and remember, D, he had a PFP of a mushroom, or at least I thought it was a mushroom. So anyway, it was an interesting conversation.
Yes, I remember.
He didn't show me. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
No. He didn't show me his face at first, but then when he showed me his face, he wanted to get into content creation, and he joined the WebV Collective. He was one of our first interviews when we were the Real Uncommon podcast. He has been in our back corner since day one. And so no matter what, this guy is like family to me. So shout out to Evolve. I'm super stoked that he is starting his new ventures here with his store. And if you guys want, just to help him out, retweet. If you guys can, the best you guys can do right here is help and retweet. Look, I didn't even retweet this. I'm bad. Look. But anyway,
rude.
I know. I retweeted this one, right? The one inside, right?
No, you're good. Yeah, I'm just teasing.
Yeah. See? Oh, I didn't retweet this one either. I'm terrible. I retweeted something. I know I retweeted something. Let's look. We're going to pocket watch what I retweeted. We retweeted that. We retweeted that. Look, I did it twice. I retweeted this one. Anyways, we're on it. Let's go. Let's see. Reckless. Yup. Printed 4 Mios, a Han Carbonite, a Voldemort, and a Skull Tree. And now a Death Star. Let's go. I need to get one of those as well. I need to somehow convince the CEO that TRU Media needs their own printer. I don't care where it can be located at Big Bro's house for all I care. I don't care. But it'd be cool to have one. So Lexi. Hey D. Hey. I have his NFTs collection he did on Banker. So glad he kept going with it. Me too. In fact, he was given all kinds of airdrops, and I love those. But the Venomized ones are dope. Retweet the retweet. That's right. I feel like Slider's mocking me. Anyways, shout out to our brother Evolve. And guys, let's have a recap of what we talked about. We talked about the VV digital collectible, aka Yoda, dropping this week, guys. Shout out to what's going on with this in VV. If you guys are going for this, good luck, and I hope some of you get the mints you want, especially at 1977. Let's go. We also talked about the TCG market as well as Pokemon. In fact, guys, let's see. Am I still? Look, I'm not even on the wait list anymore, guys. They kicked me off the wait list. Whoa. There's no message. Sorry, this item's out of stock. Where are you guys at? Look, I told you. Didn't I tell you? Look what they shoved in front of my face. Look, guys. Look. I couldn't get Ascended Heroes, so what do? They shove Mega Evolutions in my face. Terrible, D. Although I even lost my wife. I even lost D. Terrible. Terrible. Anyway, I said that way too much. Anyway, he talked about this as well. Congrats if anybody got this. If you guys want to get a $30 Mega Evolutions right here, yeah, not happening. It's out. But look, they got all these right here. Look, all right here. Oh, by the way, something interesting about this. Okay, I didn't realize our Ross had a bunch of these on sale because they were damaged boxes. They were selling these for $25. $25. And I know Perfect Order, or it was not the best ETB. Not a lot of people like this one, but man, that's cheap. So I need to really start. Oh, hold on, my wife's right here. Yeah, D, did you know that the Ross on the island was selling this, and it was on sale?
What is that? Like a I see.
Yeah, it's an ETB right here.
Oh.
And you know, Perfect Order was not the best. No one really liked this one. Just like that, you were off the list. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? I know. But they want to shove all this crap down my face, right? Right. Exactly. They didn't captive portal me. They decided to put this top on the top. But yeah, they were selling these for like $22 to $25. And I remember seeing posts on IG, people picking this stuff up. So, and I don't know what the chase cards are in this, but yeah, that's the ones that was there. So anyways, I digress. We talked about that. We talked about the sale that we just looked at. We talked about Deck Trader right here, guys. Once again, really, really cool program. You can either use it on your PC or on your phone right here. I showed you guys how to scan a card. I showed you guys my collection right here and all the cards that I got. And also the arbitrage that's been going on in these markets. You guys can find some really good deals on graded cards. Graded now. Like some of these cards are like going for like $50, $60 raw. But you can get the graded versions just because of the company that grade them way cheaper. And like I said, perception is key. I truly believe CGC is going to have their day in the TCG market just because their stuff looks fire. But anyways, go check out Deck Trader right here, guys. And then lastly, guys, we covered Candy Digital right here. Shout out to Candy. And guys, if you haven't yet, you need to be an active fan. And you need to log into Candy. I'm going to show you guys how to log into Candy one more time right here. One more time for the one more time, just in case you guys missed it. And our lovely CEO right here is going to tell you how to do it. Here you go.
Okay.
Let's go.
So this is mine, and my email address is there already. So that's mine. I'm going to put in my password. So that's basically all you do. Type it in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A, B, C, D, E. Don't forget that. That's the first one. So I have 123.
And just like that, guys, log into your Candy account. You will not regret it. If you do it before the 20th, they will cover all of the fees for the migration. And future you will thank you for it, guys. Up and to the right, as our CEO likes to say. Let's go. D, I think we're going to get out of here. Anything else you want to talk about before we go?
Yeah, food is ready. I need to heat it up again so we can eat together.
Yes.
2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah, I think you covered quite a bit, Nono. Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Daredevil season finale. Guys, if you've seen it, wow, it was good. Like, I know some of the action, maybe some people might not like it. It might be lackluster. Like it was touted that there was going to be some kind of like hallway scene that was supposed to rival like the hallway scene from like back in the day. I'm sorry, Netflix did a better job. No offense. That hallway scene was cool, but it wasn't like the scenes from back in the day, because there's a hallway scene that was just so gritty from like the Netflix Daredevil series, but it was still good. And there was a cameo, somebody really cool that shows up. So yeah, that was a really good finale. I enjoyed it. and it was riveting, and it kept me in suspense. So go check that out. But guys, this has been the TRU Media Show. I've been your host, Inano. Thank you for joining us today. If you're watching now or if you're watching on the replay, we appreciate you for watching every single time, guys. I'm going to let you know what the lineup we have for the rest of the week as soon as I pull it up, because I forgot to pull it up. So let me pull it up right now, guys. We do have the biggest bro, who is going to be covering Journey into Mystery number 102. That's the VV comic drop that's happening, I believe, tomorrow in the morning. So join the biggest bro for that. And then, guys, we have our guest that is joining us on Aloha Friday, Denny OC. Ahoy, ahoy. And he was here earlier today. So, guys, you do not want to miss this awesome interview. This is FA on the channel. And I think FA on camera, D, am I right? I'm not sure he's been anywhere else yet. So.
I don't think he's going to be showing his face on camera.
That's okay.
But
We
it'll be
FA.
Us, yeah.
We have Denny OC on PFP, and that's close enough. That's an FA, guys. You're going to join us on Friday because you don't want to miss this. And that's been the show, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, one last thing before we go. I do have a commercial. Guys. I'm going to play a commercial. Shout out to the commercials, because now we're back in commercial mode. And then I'll play the commercial, and then we'll be out of here, guys. We'll be right back. Who is a big fan of this? I know there's a lot of fans. Christopher, if you're watching. Oh, by the way, guys, if you don't know what you just saw, that was the writer. Let me I think I've got a picture here somewhere here. D, run the show while I bring up something real quick. Are you still here?
Yes, I'm still here. Let's see. Sorry, I had to go get the son. He pulled a Houdini and escaped out of the side porch. So let's grab him. No, he's fine. He's fine. Oh, I see Denny in the chat. He says, "So excited, guys! First time ever doing anything like this. Appreciate you inviting me. Great show. Been hanging out, listening in. Oh, cool.
Let's go.
Ooh, let's go, Denny. Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, and I just hope everyone. Oh, that's a nice picture right there.
Yeah, so like I know some people that might be watching probably have no idea what that was. So that was the trailer for The Writer episode 4. The Writer is a story that I came up. It's a comic book. This originally was supposed to be a comic book. I wanted to drop this on the comic curator program that Vivi was supposed to drop. I don't know what happened to that because we haven't heard anything about that. I have a feeling that's not happening anymore, but I could be wrong. So I got impatient for waiting. And since I already wrote the first comic book, I ended up using AI to bring it to life. Now, when I first started doing this, AI was in its infancy, and so the first 2 episodes has a lot of hallucinations in them. I'm not happy with them. Episode 3 got better, but now with how our workflow is designed, we can make animations and stories like a movie. So you guys are gonna love where I'm gonna go with this. And I was telling Reckless earlier, D, how originally this story, because now I'm in new territory, guys. Book 1 was written a long time ago, which is basically, this is a story of an alien who's that writer right over there, right? Who comes to Earth. He's a surveyor who's pretty much surveying the Earth for an impending invasion. All right. Well, the alien invasion happens. Throughout this, he meets a companion. Her name is Lisa. He saves her. She almost dies. And when he saves her, something happens to her. And then, so throughout the story, you basically have both of them trying to kind of like traverse this new apocalypse where an alien invasion has happened. It's his fault. And we're going to see where the story goes next. Originally, the story was supposed to stay within the present timeline, but I had a great idea to speed it up to 5 years later. So the story I wanted to tell that was in the present timeline will work 5 years later. And that's why I'm doing this shift. So I'm still going to tell the same story, but why not make it freaking cool and fast forward 5 years in the future? So guys, I'm doing some crazy stuff here. I don't know if I'm out of my mind making these type of things. I hope you guys like it, but I'm inspired to continue these stories like The Rider and Lost Tides. My favorite right now is Neon Saber. You guys have no idea what I'm going to do with that next. And then also the Fangirls, right? So these are all of our original AI content that we make here at TRU Media. And when I mean make, we use AI to produce scenes. Everything else is human. Everything else. The editing, the music, the scoring, I use AI, but I'm the one that comes up with all the style descriptions. I listen to all the scores. I embed all the scores. Everything here. Like I know guys use C-Dance, Kling, and all that stuff. You guys dump your credits into that, right? And, you know, that's the convenience. You pay to play. Well, I actually edit my own stuff. So not only do I play, but I don't pay. I do the work. And so that's why it's a little bit different, right? And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I can do that. And you can. Just got to put in the work. So we put in the work. The workflow is working great. And I can't wait to show you guys what I have cooking. And this story right here is just going to get way better. But that's where we're going, guys. A lot of the content's moving to animation. Basically an anime style I'm going for. I really want TRU Media's animation to kind of be crisp and definable. Like you guys know, okay, TRU Media made that, right? And so that's where we're going. Lost Tides, going to animation, all right? Polly the Panda, going to animation. Neon Saber is not going to animation. That is the only one I want to keep as a live action because I got plans for that one. And lastly, because a lot of these shows are going to animation, you're going to see cross platforms between characters intermingle. What I'm saying is maybe Lost Tides, maybe Rider, maybe Fangirls, maybe the Kid Called Beast universe, and maybe whatever else is to come, like those kids from the Vanish. Maybe they're all connected. We'll leave it at that. But anyways, D, anything you want to add before we go?
No, I'm good. Think you covered a lot.
I think I covered a lot, guys.
2.5 hours, man.
2.5 hours. We're crazy.
You're Portuguese.
I am Portuguese. I am very Portuguese. I'm going to go eat some lunch, guys. Thank you so much for hearing me ramble all day. If you're watching now or on the replay, shout out to Candy. Guys, once again, one more time for the one more time. Please go and log into your Candy account. Please log into your Candy account. Do it now. All right? Your future self will thank you. And as the CEO likes to say, up and to the right.